This is the business end of the Lamy Imporium, a beautiful 14-karat solid gold nib with a black PVD coating. PVD is physical vapor deposition, a fancy way to put stuff on metal. This nib is usually attached to this pen, the Lamy Imporium. 49 grams heavy and 375 euros or about $430. Yes, rather pricey. So I ordered the Lamy Z57 nib at about 80 euros or $90 and attached it to a Lamy AL-Star in black, which used to be a limited edition but is now readily available. I wondered if this poor man's Lamy Imporium would perform. The first step worked out fine. As with any Lamy folded nib, it fits perfectly. And to spill the beans, yes, it writes quite nicely. But first we need to fix something else. In the last couple of years I noticed the edges on new Lamy grip sections seem sharper than ever. If you look closely, you will see the injection mold comes apart in two parts around the section. And closely inspected, it is that seam that is causing this sharp edge. Unfortunately, I deleted the magnified close-up, but it is there and it needs to go. I read online I am not the only one experiencing this problem, and someone suggested to use micromesh to remove it. But then again, how many Lamy AL-Star users have micromesh laying around the house? In every drugstore, however, you will find one or more of these nail buffing polishers. If you only use the smoothest buffing part of said instrument, you can easily polish the seam. Make sure you triple check to use the smooth side only, or your grip section will look like a roadkill. The right hand side here is already polished. You can hear no noticeable sounds when polishing it. Turning to the left hand side of the grip, you will hear the nail buffer hitting that seam. Buff it until you hear the sound change and check the desired result by touch. It is really a 1-minute job to fix this annoyance, and I wonder why they stopped doing that at a factory. So there you have it, a customized poor man's Lamy Imporium, and I would like to coin the phrase AL-porium for this hack. The difference between this broad gold nib and a standard steel nib is that the gold nib is a bit more picky about the wetness of the ink used. I tried Pelikan 4001 ink and ran into problems because it's, well, a bit dry ink. I then tried using Akamon Simplicis Violet number 13. Take a close look at the L in Lamy and the I in Imporium in this writing example. And this is how the pen writes on Tomoe River paper. Let's take a close-up of the two skips we just saw. Well, that's a pity, since it is a beautifully shading ink. So I turned to the understated workhorse, Waterman South Sea Blue, now being sold as Inspired Blue. A great color, dirt cheap, and I have yet to find a pen that does not fly with this ink. In writing sessions, the gold nib has some feedback, not scratchy, but it reminds me of writing a Mitsubishi 10B pencil. I think I will polish this nib with some mylar paper after this video is completed. The text is laser etched in the PVD coating and it looks stellar. I'm not sure if you should spend the 80 euros for this nib, but it definitely is a decent upgrade in both looks and performance. The nib has a bit more give than the steel nib. Let's conclude with another writing sample. Now, before you go out on a shopping spree, Google the words Brian Gray steel nib and read his article in praise of steel nibs. Just saying.